Hey, Gemini. It's your girl, JV. Hi, Priestess. Here with your monthly, Gemini season, Gemini tarot reading. We're gonna kick this off. See what's going on with you guys. Your ruling planet, Mercury, hangs out between there and Cancer the majority of your season. It does retrograde in Cancer, so there's that to look forward to, but we're in the midst of a Gemini stellium right now. There's lots going on. There's lots going on in the realm of the mind. I did a daily reading earlier. Ooh, 2. First card out, the Wheel of Fortune. Second card out, the Tower reversed. Interesting. Like I was saying, Venus hangs out in your sign retrograde for most of your season as well. And this Gemini stellium is not here to play. It is not a playful time. With the Wheel of Fortune out, yes, luck is on your side, but things do not feel stable right now. That's the thing about the Wheel of Fortune, is it's in motion. And it's turning in your favor, but things don't feel stable. They feel just shaky right now, not knowing what to do, but observing all these signs and wonders. That's the thing about the Wheel of Fortune. It is the most symbolic card in the deck, and it's important that you pay attention to those little inklings and things that feel like signs. Pay attention to your intuition, but know that luck is on your side. And with the next card being out, 2 major arcana. Woo! 10 of Swords. 2 major arcana out. The Tower reversed is there is a change that you are resisting. There is a shifting that you are delaying, trying to delay. And inadvertently, you are delaying your own progress. Because there are a lot of self-limiting beliefs. There are a lot of thoughts here. Thought processes, mental programmings, patterns, just ways, social conditionings that just need to be released. There is a version of you that is not going forward. What got you here won't get you where you're going to be, and where you're trying to be, and where the universe is trying to take you. 2 tens. There are cycles ending here, babe. Wheel of Fortune is 10. Thank you, neighbor. Cycles end. Things ending. Cutting off. It's probably going to come back on. Anyway, Wheel of Fortune is the 10th card in the major arcana. And then the 10 of Swords. 3 of Swords reverse. Yeah. There's a lot of negativity going on in the mind that and then a 10 on the bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. Like a change in your connection to the universe, in your fortune, a change in your path with the Wheel of Fortune. And a 10 of Swords, a change in the realm of the mind, in the words that you speak, the words that you say to yourself, the way that you communicate with yourself. This looks like This is deeper than just negative self-talk. This is negative self-beliefs that events are happening, changes are happening that you don't want to face, but you're being forced to face them because you can't feel that way about yourself anymore. And the universe refuses to let you. And there is pain and grief and heartache that, and loss that you're storing, that's being held in your heart, that's being held in the body, that you may not be talking about. You may not know how to verbalize. You may not know what exactly to say, how to move past it. But this is an opportunity for self-mastery that you're delaying, that you're putting off. And the universe is like, okay, you won't do it, I'll do it for you. And that's what this feels like. The Wheel of Fortune asks you to pay closer attention. And I think that comes with saying less, speaking less. And I think that's a collective thing that's going on right now. It's say fucking less. You can be cerebral, intellectual, and conversational with people with still having the mindset of saying less. And there is a change in the way that you view yourself. There is a change from this victim mentality to an empowering stance. And it's starting with beliefs. There is an old version of you that it's not going to cut with it anymore. The High Priestess. There is a need to go inward, to see beyond the veil, to reach for, regardless if you're a man or a woman or how you identify binary-wise, fuck gender. Regardless, there is a reach for feminine energy, for appreciating the feminine energy that needs to take place. There also could be some healing going on with your mom. A deep wounds, things that you haven't dealt with, things that you haven't really said, conversations and that you haven't had that need to be had that are coming up, beliefs, shitty, self-limiting and negative beliefs that you have about yourself that are stemmed from something with your mother. Also stemmed from a mother or a female figure or an older female. But there is a deep need for going inward, for being quiet, for accessing the secrets and mysteries within yourself. There is a need for, that's deeper than like saying less. This is, take some time for you. And there's also like the Magician, your ruling planet, Mercury. Yeah, there is deeper power to be accessed once you go within. Once you get quiet. There are proclamations that you need to make. There are skills that you get to harness, manifestations that you get to bring down from the ethereal into your physical. Once you face your shit and get okay with the uncertainty, there is no knowing. You're not going to know. You're not supposed to. It's supposed to be a secret. With the Wheel of Fortune out, this is beyond you. This is, there are greater forces at work right now in your life that are making moves. And they will come and suddenly, this is a lot of major arcana, guys. This is the Hierophant. There's something in the realm of commitment. There also may be issues with a Sagittarius or an Aries, like a situation, maybe some of you may be seeing someone with heavy Sagittarius placements, heavy Aries placements, that it's just not going as smoothly as you would like it to. And that situation just maybe need to be put on ice for a minute. And maybe also like there's an imbalance in commitment. Like someone wants marriage, the other person's like, I'm just playing. You know, there could be a Taurus involved, a Taurus or a Libra that some of you are unsure about, but the focus is on you. This is like, even if you are in a relationship, even if you are in a committed relationship, there's something to purge within you. And it's time to explore that. What are you ready to study? What are you ready to commit to? What do you need to stand up for? The universe has some keys to unlock for you. Oh, bottom of the deck, Empress. Both of these cards, both major arcana, both holding something in their hand, both proclaiming. And that flow of red from the Magician to the Hierophant, and it gets more. There's more red that comes from the Magician to the Hierophant. That is interesting. There's a deepening. The red. Let's just take a look at these cards. There's a lot to say. All right. I love you. I'm excited. You doing it. 8. All right, Gemini, let's take a look at these cards. With the first card out being the Wheel of Fortune, you're at a turning point, boo. At a turning point in your life, and it may be hella uncomfortable. And you may be currently or may have been evading this for a long time now. But you are being guided by fate. Something way bigger than you is at work. The picture is even bigger than you realize. So how are you managing all of these changes in your life? How do you respond to the universe when your world gets shaken? Especially, how do you respond to the universe when your world continues to be shaky? Like, you're in a place of being forced to see yourself, forced to see your patterns because they're becoming prevalent, and you're sick of your cycles and they're ending. They are ending. Big changes are to come, and you know it. You feel it already, so stop evading it. Stop with the evasion. You know, the ever-changing, unstable ground of your situation and of your mental state are to be acknowledged. They're to be faced, looked at, explored in order to be shifted. You can't control life, but you can control your responses. You're being shown what's yours to change and what's to be left in God's hands. Because your plan will never supersede the universe's plan. You know, you may be calling into question your basic beliefs, your values, your fundamental purpose in life. You know, and these are big themes here. These are big cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. Like, hey, this is not a whimsical time for you guys right now. And this may be a process or a change that you've initiated. Like, there have been major upheavals here with Tower Reversed, intense internal transformations that have the potential to put you back in a place of power once you stop resisting the change. Be done with denial. Be done with denial. Done. Either way, it's done with you, boo. And the secrets are coming to light. That's what this is. The secrets are coming to light. And the old you cannot stay. You can't stay here anymore. And it's time to face your shit so you can move on. Because if you won't acknowledge it, I will. You've been fucking hurting. Look at this. You've been hurting. And some of you were mistreated and allowed someone else's mistakes to restrict you and to restrict your free spirit. And it's okay. It's okay that you got hurt. Don't be prideful about the fact that you got played. And I'm sorry. I know that came out abruptly. I didn't mean for it to hurt like that. But I'm sorry. But it's time to let it go. Because you've been delaying your own process. You've been delaying your own progress by evading this process. Let me say that. Try to get that again. And I looked at 420. You have been delaying your progress by evading this process. Sorry. Fucking Mercury. Like, the sooner that you let it go, the sooner that you see the pain, and that you're able to heal and look to the horizon. That's the thing. He's not facing you. He's facing the sun. He's facing forward, looking towards the horizon. All these damn swords in his back, but looking towards the horizon, understanding that this is the end, the end of the cycle. And when you look to the horizon, only at that point will you be able to recognize that the sun has continued to rise. Life is still going on. And the life that you get to rebuild starts with you going inward. It's time to attune with your intuition. Honor your gut feelings and dive headfirst into you, into the divine feminine within you. I don't care what kind of genitalia you have. It's time to lean into the divine feminine that is within you. Being softer, being more nurturing towards yourself, towards your family, towards your beliefs. Being nurturing towards your ability to change. Allow yourself, you're fucking mutable. Let yourself flow. It's okay to change. And that changing and that evolution helps you tap into your magic. We go from the 2 to the 1. There is a humbling, a stepping. There is a humbling, a stepping down, a step back that gives you perspective and then propels you forward. Hey, but it's all right here. It may feel like you're going backwards. 1, 2, 1, 3, 5. It may just feel like things are not going in order or not going in the way that you planned. But I mean, what does a plan mean to the universe? And it's just time to get a new perspective. And right now you have all the tools, elements, skills, and resources needed to exert your free will and to navigate the changes that you crave. But it's time to get creative, to mix and meld, to blend elements and ideas and expressions in order to get yourself to the next level. If you're thinking about starting a brand new business idea or something like that, you have you and your self-worth and your business are on your mind right now. It is prevalent. And if you're thinking about starting something brand new, do more research first. Consider classes or going back to school. Some of you may be, really thinking about school, either way, but that's something to consider, especially if you want to do something brand new. If this is a business and you're in the midst of, of a business and things are about to pick up, but things pick up once you get your mental health in check. Once you get your head right is when things pick up. And you can study and find the keys. You see that Hierophant's holding the key. That's one of my favorite things about that card. But you can study and find the keys to unlock the future that you crave. You got this. There are issues with someone with heavy Sagittarius and Aries placements coming up. And it is weighing heavily on you. And you may need to just accept that it's over. That may just be when you just chalk up to the game. Also, some of you may have parents with like heavy Aries or Sagittarius placements. And there are some interesting conversations coming. There may be painful thoughts lingering and painful talks coming. So just prepare yourself for that. And some of you have an intense talk with your mom or a maternal figure soon, or an intense realization about your mom or maternal figure. Some of you also may have unexpected pregnancies that are possible. So please wrap that shit up if you are not about that life, please. It's just time to put yourself first and stop talking about your worth and start actually showing up for yourself and planting seeds and doing the work, asking the hard questions. There also may be a Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, or Libra around to invest in. Like, they seem for real, and be it business or love, I definitely think you should explore it. That's like, there's nothing wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it looks good. But these fire signs right now, mixing with your Aries energy, it's there are interesting things happening here, and uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable thoughts. But I want to clarify. So at this point, I'm gonna let y'all get a little taste for a few couple months of what the extendeds are going to look like. So at this point, this is where the extended would start. And I want to clarify. Actually, let's clarify. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Yeah, there is a shaky foundation being felt, and you need to, don't be scared to like talk to a professional. If therapy is something or is an option for you, don't be too prideful for that shit. Please don't. But your foundation is being rebuilt here, and it's not comfortable. Please clarify the Tower. Please clarify the Tower reversed. I do feel like this is something deeply rooted in you. And also, some of you, it's going to be something that's very sudden, that really pops in and like changes the game, changes how you think, how you feel. Yeah, and it may be a conversation. There also may be a Scorpio around. There's a Scorpio and Aries lingering. And it's just time for you to get off the fence It's time for you to speak your truth, to move forward, because what you have to say and what's going on inside of you is revolutionary. But you can't lead a revolution if you haven't done the revolutionary work to tend to this shit, to go inward. I'm not even going to clarify this because you know what it is. It's going to manifest for each of you differently, but it's time to go inward. It's time to go inward. There's magic within you that you need to study, that you need to lean into educating yourself more about, that you need to communicate and express. There are things that you're going to observe, that you get to observe that you wouldn't normally get to observe if you were talking. So say less. Please clarify the hierophant. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be like snappy with y'all, but that's like the energy that's coming out. It's just like say less, observe more. That way you get a deeper truth. You get a clearer picture of how to invest, of what to invest in, who to invest in. You getting to choose what morals and beliefs that you believe in. Creating new values for yourself. Woo. And leaving a situation that you know your ass should have been left. This is really all about your mind. This is leaving old programming, detangling yourself, untwining yourself. It feels sticky. Getting the fuck out of these old mindsets so that you can set a new moral code for your damn self and for your life and how you want to live. And also, some of you, how you want to leave. There are situations that you are committed to that you need to get out of. Be it a job, a relationship, or a friendship. There's just something that you know you just don't need to be like fooling around with anymore. And I'm gonna do what I can to not call it out too much, but this is going to manifest differently for everybody. Of course, this is a general reading, but a general reading for Geminis. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. But there's a lot of introversion that's needed. A lot of separation from the past, leaving the past, in search of harmony. In search of a better life, a better way, a better mindset, a better conversation with yourself. You have shit to do, boo. You have ships to set in motion. There are things to turn your back on. Turn your back on. There are passions that you need to exert and put into the physical ground, into your physical ground, into your physical world. Passions that need to be grounded and rooted in reality so that you can stop this looping of the mind, that you can get out of your mind, get out of this negative self-talk, and generate some radical change for yourself. And choosing to do what's best for yourself, choosing to provide harmony, choosing to recalibrate, choosing balance And once you choose balance, this visionary shit that you have going on, this powerhouse self that you feel, gets to emerge and gets to be celebrated. That way there are new conversations to act on, new ideas to act on, new relationships that provide new perspective, new insight, new ideas, new aha moments that you can sincerely articulate and eloquently articulate, being able to transmute your pain into wisdom so that you can really find the invigoration that you've been wanting, that you can be that young, wild, free energy again, that you can feel light again, that you can be back in motion, and that you won't feel stuck. It's time to let yourself be led. Wheel of Fortune, you're being guided divinely, and you need to let it happen so that you can reach a place of stability. Now, stability and warmth and sunlight and happiness and confidence and contentment. Now, I'm going to stop it here with the sun. But in the extended, which I'm not going to make you guys pay for any kind of extended or like put that out there yet. But in the extended, we would normally go further and dive deeper into these signs around. But I love you guys. You got this. It's really just about facing your shit. Going inward, observing. And once you do that, you get to really figure out just how to put yourself first. All right. I love you.